It is no secret that here at Building Together, we love modular buildings. In fact, in front of me, you can see the beginnings of our custom modular music shop that we are working on and that we are looking forward to showing you all about in the near future. But in the meantime, I want to talk about something that's super exciting for us and all fans of modulars, and that is the end of 2024, we may see up to 3 modular compatible buildings released, which I think makes it modular heaven. Watch on to find out more. So I'm going to talk a little bit about 3 sets that are coming up that there are rumors of and confirmation from LEGO. Now, I know that we don't know a lot of information about these sets, so I'm going to take them in order of what we know the most about to what we know the least about. Now, the first one is a LEGO Idea set. It is a Botanical Gardens set that is coming out November 1st. It's going to retail for $330 US and contain 3,700 pieces. What I really like about this is we know generally what this set is going to look like. In fact, I'll show you some images on the screen right now, and you can see it's a large Botanical Gardens, and it's got a lot of glasswork, a lot of white. It's got the classic sidewalk for a modular building, and if you take a peek on the sides, it does have A2 stud wide Technic bricks, so that connection point can exist at least at one point. Now, what I'm hoping is that as LEGO modifies this idea set, and we know that LEGO stays pretty consistent with the design of idea sets when they get implemented, that we should see the second Technic brick on each side put in, or hopefully not, the one Technic brick for modular connection taken away. So there's some hope with that. Now, overall, I really like this set, and I think the LEGO Friends Botanical Gardens, which a lot of people have put modular versions on Rebrickable. We did an extra large version of that set that we have instructions available for on Rebrickable. You can see that link down below. But this is super exciting because of the capabilities that we see with this set and how it could work in a modular city. So again, with 3,700 pieces, there's going to be a lot of details, a lot of wonderful piece usage. I'm guessing if it's anything like the LEGO Friends Botanical Gardens. Now, the second set that I've seen a leaked image of, and you can search, you can find it. We're not going to post it here on this channel, but that is the X Mansion from Marvel. Now, this set is also coming out on November 1st and will retail for $330 US. Now, what's interesting about this set is from the picture that I've seen, it is a 48 wide stud building, very similar to the Natural History Museum. Now, the interesting thing about it is it's 2 levels, it has some columns, it has a fancier dome at the top, and is, like I said, very reminiscent of the Natural History Museum. The problem potentially with this, obviously that it could be faked, although I don't think it is that it's 3,100 pieces, officially 3,093 pieces according to rumors, retailing for $330. That means it's 1,000 fewer pieces than the Natural History Museum. So I think if you look at the same footprint in terms of the width and probably depth of the set, there are a couple ways that I could see this being a good modular building for that price point and the pieces available. Now, the first part would be that it's not as deep as the Natural History Museum, meaning that it doesn't go all the way as far back on the base plates, so that LEGO uses fewer pieces for the external walls and is able to still maintain some element of detail on both the interior and exterior. Now, again, I haven't seen much other than a grainy image, but I would imagine the exterior is going to draw a lot of people in, similar to a more recent Marvel set, that being the Sanctum Sanctorum, and that was a great exterior build. So I think that we're going to see some exterior details, so perhaps they skimp on the interior details, which is a possibility. So with 1,000 fewer pieces, I'm a little skeptical in terms of how this will be. Again, the rumor is, and from the image I saw, it's very hard to tell, but there is a distinct possibility that you have the 1x2 Technic bricks for modular compatibility, as well as that front sidewalk space that makes the set work well and nothing overhanging the edges. So a lot of possibilities with that. Not as good of a price point as the normal LEGO modular building, especially the Natural History Museum. Again, same footprint in terms of width, but 1,000 pieces more for significantly less money. So there's going to be a little markup on that one, as well as I would imagine some side builds that fit in with the Marvel universe. So that's the second set, and again, seen a leaked image, not 100% sure. I believe the leaked image, but I'm pretty confident which is one reason I'm talking about it now. Now, the third set we're getting that's going to be coming out December 1st is, according to a variety of rumors, we will see the 2025 Lego modular building. And that is going to be a similar release pattern to what we saw last year with the Natural History Museum, where it came out on December 1st of 2023. So if it is true that Lego is going to go ahead and release this building on December 1st, that would give us quite possibly 3 modular buildings at the end of 2025. Now, what will this building look like? Now, I have not seen any credible rumors as to what the building is going to be focused on in terms of the type of establishment. It may be residential, could be commercial, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that following the pattern that we see with Lego modular buildings, this should be a corner building. The pattern that Lego does is a corner, a straight facade, and then another corner. So at this point, a couple of years ago, we had the Boutique Hotel, which was a corner building. Then we had the Jazz Club. Then we had the Natural History Museum, leaving us the next modular fitting in to the pattern being a corner. Now, we also know that Lego corner buildings are difficult to construct. There's a lot of interesting building techniques that Lego is going to need to put in there in order to vary from previous corner buildings. I think the Boutique Hotel is a great example of that. If it is a corner building, my guess is it's going to certainly be at least a commercial establishment on the ground level. If you look at some of the other corner buildings Lego has released, you've got the original Cafe Corner, you've got the Grand Emporium, the Palace Cinema, as well as the Boutique Hotel and the Brick Bank. So all of those are these establishment commercial settings that would perhaps warrant upstairs apartments or something along those lines. Now, that said, there's nothing that requires Lego to make it a commercial establishment. It could be an apartment-based set, but I'm guessing it's not going to be that because I don't think Lego really has come out with a set that is purely apartment-based, even though you have an apartment in the pet shop and the bookshop that is a separable building from the commercial establishment. So where does this leave us heading into 2025? Well, I think it leaves us in a really good spot. That Lego is agreeing to do the Ideas set that's Botanical Gardens that has distinct modular capabilities built into the original idea submission is a great sign. Not only is it a great sign for modular fans, but also for fans that like this style of building and Botanical Gardens. Again, Lego already has a Lego Friends Botanical Gardens, which is a great set and available for $80 US. So that they're giving us another similarly styled set, albeit much more detailed and larger, is a good sign for people who like modular buildings. I'm not going to say that we're going to get an idea set every single year that is modular compatible, but Lego is seeing a market there. The other thing is that this is going to be, with the X Mansion, a continuation of what we've seen over the last few years with modular compatible superhero buildings. Of course, we had the Sanctum Sanctorum, the Daily Bugle, and the Avengers Tower. Now, I have been on record on our channel talking about how I'm not a huge fan of the Daily Bugle or the Avengers Tower, not because they're poorly designed, but because they don't fit well with the other modular buildings that Lego has released. The height of those buildings is so high that it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Now, of course, the solution is Lego keeps putting out more and more larger skyscraper type buildings, and people buy them, and you can eventually have like a downtown core in your modular city. But if you don't have the money for those and you're basically saving up for traditional style modular buildings, there is some hope if you don't want to spend the $500 for the Avengers Tower. That said, the price point of this mansion is pretty steep. Now, one possibility is that the price is off, or the picture I saw was fake, or that the piece count is off. But $330 puts you in a pretty expensive range for a modular style building. The Natural History Museum was rather expensive as it was at its price point, but still give you, I thought, a good price per piece value and a good substantive build for what you were getting, being that it was 48 studs wide. As for the corner modular building that I'm expecting to come out for 2025, ideally on December 1st, I think it's a good sign, as always, that we're seeing the continuation of the modular theme in the icons section of the Lego store. I'm also excited at other possibilities that Lego could come out in the future with modular sets, so make sure you subscribe and check out all of our modular related content, because I will be providing some breakdowns of these sets as we find out more about them, as images are released, and hopefully, if we can afford it, getting some of those sets and comparing them to modular buildings. Thanks for watching, and always remember to keep building together.